YouTube, good morning. Listen, hip hop doesn't survive by staying comfortable. It survives by adapting, mentoring, and making room for others. Let's talk about the growth, respect, and future for the culture. I'm Miss Tia, and this is the I Am Miss Tia show. Ooh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the I Am Miss Tia show. Yes, I am Miss Tia. Listen, over here, I tell everybody, first of all, thanks to all the new subscribers. Ooh, I'm so happy. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Listen, this is a hip hop channel where I talk about my love for hip hop music. I may even talk about politics. I try to stay away from it, but I'm interested and how the world is running. It affects all of us. But anyway, mainly I talk about my love for hip hop. And this is an opinion based show. I tell everybody this is an opinion based show. Only Miss Tia talking crazy to the people about how she feel about music. I'm a girl out of the South, deep Alabama roots. I just like to say that. I just like to say that. I love it. I love it. But over here, that's what we do. So thank you once again for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, tell your grandma. Tell your grandma can listen to me. Tell get your grandma phone. Your grandma can listen to me. Make her subscribe to me. Thank you for tuning in. I got some great topics today. I'm talking about new energy in hip hop. Have you noticed? If you're a hip hop head, right? It's new energy in the room. I think I like it. Why the culture must evolve, right? Right? Because I said this. Every era of hip hop once was called trash, right? Every era, you have a generation before it that would say, man, that was trash. Or we can say, because I didn't like the drill era. I was like, ugh, I don't know about that. Until it became legendary, right? Because you got some people like, that was the move. That was the moment. So listen to this. So why are we acting like new artists don't deserve a seat at the table? I'm going after the gatekeepers today because we got to allow new energy into the room to help move and push this thing called the culture, even if it's past the mess, right? You got to push past it. So today we're talking about new energy in hip hop and why the culture has to decide whether it wants to grow or stay stuck. And I do believe it's a lot of new energy in the room, and we deserve to evolve. So if you believe like I believe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the things we're going to talk about today. I got some great topics. I'm talking about, let me see what I got. I think I got finesse two times, right? Finesse two times. Do you think finesse two times is a culture carrier? I'm talking about G Malone. Shout out to Glasses. G Malone over there on the No Ceilings podcast. Y'all got to go check my bro out. He's good. He's good. I think I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. New music. I saw some new music this week. I really want to get back to the music. It's a lot of drama going on the internet, but I really want to get back to what it's really about, and it's the music. I think I got something about Christian Rock. I saw some stuff on K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. I don't know how true it is, but I saw something. And I saw I got this story, and I may do it at the end. It's this young lady talking about parenting and how it's affecting her, maybe in a not in a good way. So I may get to hit that. I hope I do this in time. I got about 20 minutes that I can be with you guys, so I'm gonna try to do this fast. But once again, thank you. The title of the show is "New Energy in Hip Hop and Why the Culture Must Evolve." It should. It must evolve, and the people that be the gatekeepers, the people that we gotta allow the new energy in the room. So I picked out a couple of people that I found that could be very productive to this sector and this part and this era of music, right? The G Malone's, the finesse two times. I know he's very a lot right now, but I really believe deep inside the young man is very talented. Maybe I start right there, finesse. Let me start with finesse two times. I don't know if you guys watching, but I've been watching. Sometimes I can't take it. It's a little bit too much because I'm really here for the music, and the antics sometimes can overshadow a great artist like a finesse two times, right? And to me, finesse two times do not know how to quiet the voices that's coming towards him because he is just talented. Now I'm gonna be for real because y'all know I represent Alabama. Ooh, I like the fail then. I represent Alabama, and so I go hard and I ride hard for my Alabama artists. But I don't see a lot of productive moving throughout Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. I'm watching, right? Because I'm with y'all no matter what. But I can't hear it. I don't hear it. And I'm really looking for it. But I'm looking at finesse. I'm hearing finesse. Once you go over and look past the antics and the disappointment that he's having with this industry, he makes great music. I think I always said this. Finesse is a great hit maker. He can make music, and I do believe if he get around the right producers and a great team, he could become great. But the thing, this is what I want to ask the finesse. This is what I want to ask finesse. This is about people trusting in their investments, and if you want people to invest in you, to them and to me, it looks like you would be maybe problematic. So I think finesse, he need to pay attention to that. So even though the antics is drawing attention and more eyes to who he could be as an artist, then now he got to start, okay, straightening up, kind of putting it together where it can be palatable. Because I do believe, as I listen to his music, he do got some great music. I'm telling you, he really got some great music with some great production. He could become great. This is one of the questions I had asked. I said, is he too institutionalized? Is finesse too institutionalized that he can't get past he can't get past his past and look into his future? I saw him sitting down with the Wallow and Gilly show. I got notes, but I can't find it. I don't know. I can't find nothing. But anyway, I'm so had to freestyle. I saw him sitting down with the Wallow and Gilly show, and as I watched finesse, he was kind of he wild and he's all over the place. Now I felt like Wallow and Gilly would be great to sit down with artists like a finesse, like a Brazy, like people who's coming out of this institution type of mindset, but are talented, and they just need somebody to help them see the road, right? So now you got, what's his name over there? He's just got out of prison, right? You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So even him having to come back into reality, the world, right? From that type of world, can he stand back on this stoop and give great quality music? Listen, we in the Kendrick Lamar era, right? And I've said this before. You got to give some lasting music. You can't give us that old era. You know, you can mumble and it will work then, right? We're in a new space. You really got to know what you're talking about, and you got to be saying something to make the moment. Listen, we need music from this era like the 90s, right? You know, you had DMX. Even though DMX went through what he went through, meaning his drug abuse or whatever, and his mental state, but he still gave us great music, right? That we can even put on right now, and it'll make a moment. So this is what I wanted to tell to the new artists, the finesse, and the new guys that's coming up. Your music got to be quality. You need to make it where it can jump generations, right? You just saw Michael Jackson. He's a number one artist again for this decade. You want to make music like that. So when you look at the finesse 2 times, I do believe finesse is a great artist. I do believe he need a lot of guidance and people who's in this music industry who know how to mold these type of artists. But this is what I want to say to finesse. People don't want to hold your hand in this moment. You got to know what you know and know what you want. People don't want to hold your hand. If you're a great artist, show them. They're going to give you the table. Okay, now go and make your stuff, right? So I think finesse, pay attention to that, because a lot of people not going to want to deal with you if you don't want to give get over your struggles and your mindset, right? You're gonna always have it, but you got to learn how to sit them down and get to the work. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to say this to Finesse: is your music making self edifying, or is it for the people? That's another thing I noticed about a lot of the artists. A lot of the artists is just talking about themselves and beefing with somebody else. Make music for the people. We in the most trying times right now, and you don't have a what's going on. We don't have a what's going on. You remember when Marvin did a what's going on because of the riots and the wars and stuff? Like you guys got to learn to make music not only for yourself but for the people. So that was one of my things I wanted to say about Finesse. Could Finesse be the voice of the South right now? Because the South, we kind of missing that main artist. Could Finesse do it? I do believe it, but will the drugs and the antics be in his way? Will it be in his way? So those are some of the questions that Finesse, I think he got to go back to his drawing board and with his team and say, hey, if we going to do this, let's really do this. Let's really be this moment. Finesse, you don't need the approval from the other artists. You need the approval from the people. And if you get the people, you get everybody else. That's what it's about. If you can get the people, you can get everybody else. Do I believe Finesse can be the voice for the South? I do believe it, but he gonna have to do a lot of discipline. He gonna really have to get disciplined and get down on his craft and really be the artist that he say he is. Like, you're gonna have to be disciplined to be that top artist. That's just what it is. Watch some of the artists, the other artists, Finesse, and sit at the table with some of them if y'all allow. Once again, this is the new energy. The gatekeepers, what I'm talking about. Okay, you see a guy that's talented, allow him to call you and sit with you so you can give him some wisdom, because he got to help move this culture. He got to help move this culture. So gatekeepers, hello. You guys got to also allow these people to say, hey, come in, let me holler at you for a minute. You got it, but you got to get disciplined. Do this. Because in the end of the day, all of our purpose for the hip hop culture is for this thing to continue to grow and move forward. Okay, let me move on. Finesse, that's some good words. I don't know what you're talking about. That's some good words. I saw a lot of great people this week. Down in Louisiana, I don't know if y'all paying attention, but down in Louisiana, them boys going crazy. It's a new guy. His name is called Headband, right? He got this song, boo, 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 right? Hot. You know, it's really giving that Louisiana bounce, right? That New Orleans bounce. Them boys coming out of Louisiana, they always had it like that. Like, they one of them ones. If you ever watch the Mardi Gras, right? Let's say, New Orleans, they have a way how they dance, how they step, how they bounce. That Louisiana, New Orleans, all that down there, them boys crazy. But this new artist called Headband, he's good. He also got another song called Ain't Lying. I like it. Listen, y'all gotta allow the young boys to come on, and they gonna need the gatekeepers to help them mold this thing, this artistry, this craft that they are coming into. They're gonna need it. They're gonna need the help. Another guy I saw, who is this? He remind me of NBA Youngboy, right? Because they all is from that region, so it gonna sound the same. It's gonna sound like that. Another song I heard this week that was good. It was another Louisiana artist. I think his name is Cut the Show. Check him out. He's on Instagram. Did I see him on Instagram? I think so. His name is Cut the Show. I'm going to put the picture in. Fly. Listen, hold up. The guy is kind of like a gospel artist. Because when you hear him, he's like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Listen, it's good. Shout out to Cut the Show. I like the young man. I do believe with the right people, he can really deliver something for this era. I really believe he could do it. But you got to have the gatekeepers. Y'all got to stop being so stubborn and allow people to be seen and heard and help them, because this is about the culture. At the end of the day, all our purpose is to move this culture forward and make it be great in our era. But anyway, that was another artist, Cut the Show. Go check out the young man. I really like him. He have his wife, his old lady, and his children in this video, and he represent God. He be like Jesus. Jesus Jesus save me. I really like the young boy, y'all. Y'all gotta come on. Hip hop is evolving so much, y'all. We ain't always gotta be killing each other. We also can be praising God in the same way. Y'all gotta quit playing. Y'all see you're carnal. Yeah. Okay, let me move on. Another song I heard, French Montana, and I don't even really be going up north like this, but French Montana them got them song. I'm telling you, they got them song. I think it is the what's the boy the wave guy, right? The wave guy. The I think the song, the album called the Coke Waves or something like that. But they got a song. This is the song. Ever since you left me, right? Ever since you left me. Do 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 do. I like it. French Montana do know how to put out a hit. I don't care if it's one at a time, but he will give you that. But they got this song, Ever Since You Left Me. It's good. It's good. I really like it. I've been playing it a lot. So I really, it didn't wear on me. It didn't wear on me. So y'all go check that out. Who else I had here? Well, NBA Youngboy. Listen, it's hard for me to listen to him, right? Because I can't understand. But some songs it'll grab me with NBA Youngboy. Do I believe he's a culture carrier? I think I went on and said yes. I do. I do believe it. And I do believe gatekeepers, you guys got to give him a chance and really understand, even if it's just for his era, he deserves to be here. Do that make sense? He deserves to be here, right? So he got this song, What You Is. Everybody's doing it on TikTok right now. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. And this is when I first started liking NBA Youngboy, when he did Outside Today. I'm outside today. So that's when I really first paid attention to him. But do I believe NBA Youngboy is a culture carrier? Yes, because even just for the South, NBA Youngboy got that Louisiana. That's a whole nother world. So right there, he can stay right there and just win. So I do believe NBA Youngboy is a culture carrier. This is why I like him too. I remember I was gonna say this. I remember when he was in Atlanta, right? And they was giving him the keys to Atlanta, something like that. And he said, this is what really made me say, okay, I believe he could be a culture carrier. He said, I know I got to work on my lyrics. So right there, I said, okay, he get it. His light bulb is on, right? So I said, okay, I think I can like this guy. He gets it. He know this craft have to be something that you got to work on and work at it. So when he said that, I know I got to work on my lyrics. I believe he take this music serious. So those are some of the people that I heard this week. It was another guy in Texas. He got the Chinese eye. Excuse me, forgive me. I don't want to be offensive, but I can't think of his name. It's kind of like a Japanese Chinese name, but he's on a song with Bun B, right? Good. So I kind of listened to him a little bit. He's real good. I've been listening to him for a while. He's kind of cool. So maybe that's something that's coming up out of Dallas. I think he said he was out of Dallas. This is for the South. This is for the South. So I really like those artists, gatekeepers. Y'all got to go listen to these people and allow them to carry this culture, because that's what it's about. Who's going to carry the culture? Who's going to carry the culture? Right. Okay, let me continue this. Music. Not Glasses. Glasses Malone. Listen, shout out to Glasses Malone. I think I said this over there on the No Ceiling podcast. I really like Glasses Malone. I think he's very cool. I think he's a great gatekeeper. I think he should be one of the gatekeepers. I ain't lying. Just the fact that he loved the music so much and he know that how effective, if it's not right, how it could destroy a lot of stuff. But anyway, this week, he had a lot going on over there, and this is why I felt like I wanted to talk about him this week. I felt like he should be one of the ones considered that young artists should be able to talk to, for even if it ain't nothing but some correct criticism, right? Some guidance, what, right? G Malone, for people who don't know, Glass Malone, he's a artist, right? Which I do believe he missed his calling. Don't tell him that I'm saying this, but I believe he missed his calling. He's more than a rapper. The guy's kind of like a, I don't want to big his head up, so I don't go that far. But listen, I really like G. I think Glasses Malone should have his own show on Netflix, Showtime, somebody. The young brother, he deserves that. I mean, when you look at people and you say who should be somewhere, I would get that to him. He should be somewhere that people should say, I'm finna go to this brother and see what he think about it. He just give that aura. So go and check him out over there on the No Ceiling Podcast over here on YouTube. I think he also is on Spotify, right, on the No Ceilings. Very great. He have great conversations. Go over there and check him out. I'm always looking to hear what he say. He kind of helped me with my show sometime. Okay, this is what Glass is talking about, so this is how I think I'm gonna go. So shout out to him. Thank you, brother, and I hope I didn't offend you with what I said. I think he more than a rapper. Okay, let me move on. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. Everybody know him. What he's this commentator of what, Sports Illustrated, whatever. But I don't know if you guys see this. He was on the PBD podcast, right? Patrick Bet David podcast, right? I love to watch them. They talk a lot of the political arena, right? They more of a kind of right wing type of thing, but they talk there. But anyway, Stephen A. Smith was on the show. I don't know if you know this, but back when he was touring with the O'Reillys, Bill O'Reilly's, and I can't think of the other guy. Is it Hannity? No, I think he's just friends with Hannity. But anyway, they was doing this 3-man America tour, and they was talking about how he should run for president, right? So everybody was trying to say, would you run? But he always would deny it and say, no, I'm not running. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. But recently on the PBD podcast, I'm trying to say this right, he talked about how he would consider it, right? Wait a minute now. Is Stephen A. Smith part of the presidential family? So you never know who in the mix, honey. He may be somebody's cousin, husband, friend, child, grandchild. Because that's how they pick them too. You got to be a grandchild down the line. Because when Obama, like the 4th, 5th generation of the... Let's move on. So he did say he would consider running for president under Pacific conditions, right? I don't know if he's just trying to get the crowd started, but he said he would beat all of those candidates. The ones that's finna get ready and run, he'll beat all of them with truth. And I do believe a lot of the candidates need to pay attention to that. Pay attention to the time. The lines are blurred right now between either you're a Democrat or Republican. Now people just trying to say, what you gonna do for the people, period. What's up for the people? So the lines are getting blurred. So he talked along that line. Do I believe he would really run? No. But I wanted to put it out because I talked about that before. But if you want to see this episode, I thought it was very good. Go over and check out the PBD podcast. I think the episode was episode 355, 385, something like that. Listen, let me move on. Christian Rock was in the news this week, which do I watch this young lady? I do, but I don't. Do that make sense? I do, but I don't. Because sometimes the antics can get so much that it's be like, oh, I done had enough. Please go away. Go away. But recently, she showed back up. She signed a boxing deal with X-Rumble Fighting Championship, right? With X-Rumble Fighting, right? She signed that contract. I believe, she was on this show called The Baddies where all they did was fight. Right? All they did was fight. So I guess since she left the show and she was in a state where she felt like what's the place over there? I can't think of the name of the company or the network, but she said they did her bad. But anyway, somebody found that maybe they can see some greatness in her over here. So now somebody assigned her to a small contract for women boxing. Listen, Christian, hello. Women, that kind of boxing is different from fighting in the street. You drunk and you tired, you can do that one. But when you get over here with these professionals, you really have to be very disciplined and on your game. Now, she comes from a sports background, so I know she could do it. But it's just the fact that that's a different world. It's not easy to just step in. I did see Clarissa Shields. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. She's she's a heavyweight champion right now. Right? She talked about how, Christian, I'm here for you if you need me. So, Christian, take that support. Ask those women who this is their career. Asked those women for advice, and I saw Krishan over there breathing. I was like, Krishan, that's a different type of fight, baby. Ooh, that's a different type of fight. You really got to be disciplined. It's like you can't have no drugs, that drinking, them drugs, that smoking, that craziness. I even saw Clarissa Shields say she don't even have sex. Huh? What's going on? She go that she's for real with her craft. See, that's the discipline you gotta have. So if you're gonna be the new energy, Krishan, in the room, you gotta study those girls and really go hard. Can she do it? I do believe. I do believe. We're black women. We can do pretty much anything. I ain't going to fight you though. I'm too cute. I ain't fighting. I ain't fight. Don't. No. I'ma watch y'all. I'ma watch it. I'm gonna watch y'all fight. Who else I had? Did I have some more people? Ray J. Ray J was in the news, letting everybody know that he was diagnosed with pneumonia. I'm like, Ray J, please, like, cut the camera off. It's just some stuff we don't need to know. We need you to take all the tests, though. All the tests from A to B. Take them. And we need to see the results. Because, see, y'all guys be playing too dirty out here. Y'all be everywhere. And you know that pneumonia can come down to some more stuff. Be careful. Pneumonia can take you up out of here, too. See, that's what I be telling y'all young guys. Get it together. Quit all that drinking, sexing, and smoking everywhere and everybody. Then that thing, you're talking about you got pneumonia. Then you're out of here. You better sit. Let me move on. I don't want you to think I'm talking about people crazy. But I'm just telling the truth. Get it together. And then, Ray J, we at a certain age now. You can't do all that after 45, 50. Mm-mm. Okay, let me move on. Who else I got? Do I got anybody else? I have a lot of people. They had you laid up out here. Listen, y'all around here with everybody, and that thing you up in the hospital or something. They diagnosing me with pneumonia. I know. I should. Boosie free. Boosie said he told y'all he wasn't going to jail. We knew. We knew you wasn't going. Y'all remember when Kanye West was like, Boosie, shut up talking to me with your fed. Where is Kanye West? Ooh, only Kanye can tell us the truth about these people, right? Right? Only Kanye can tell us the truth. Ooh, Kanye can tell us the truth. This is so good. I don't know if y'all seen this. I gotta go. How many minutes I got? I gotta go. I don't want to talk about people. I don't want to talk about people like that. This is a channel who be lifting people, but we also have to tell the truth about people. But anyway, let me talk about this. I gotta go. I saw on Instagram, it was this young lady. This is good. I gotta get out of here. I'm finna get out of here with a teachable moment. I saw a young lady. She was on the Instagram. She was expressing her feelings and how she's going to maybe this mental situation. Listen to what she said. The article said a single mother urges others not to have children as she opened up about raising a son with disabilities. She says her biggest setback in life. She said it's her biggest setback in life. Listen to this. She said that's her biggest setback in life, having a son, right? She said, sometimes I feel like God put too much on me. This is what I wanted to say about young women and men who is in that place, right? I don't think God put too much on you. You got to remember, God gave us this blueprint. He gave us this cheat sheet. He gave us the Bible, right? He gave us a cheat sheet. You know how when you used to go in class and the teacher used to say, open book test. You could take the test and open your book. Now, I don't know a lot of y'all, but automatically everybody's supposed to got 100% because you able to find the answers, right? It's a cheat sheet. She allowed you to cheat with an open book test, right? Only smart people could get that. I probably was one of the ones that still kind of flunked. Just crazy, right? So this is how I'm looking at this situation. Remember this, young men and women. God gave us this thing called cheat sheet. He gave us that some of y'all consider as rules. I consider them as just information, right? The blueprint, the cheat sheet to life. So when you don't pay attention to that, you go through things. You will find yourself in these situations, because even with the young lady, God already said, wait a minute before even having sex, right? That was one thing. He said, wait a minute, get yourself yoked right before you even go there, because these things happen. A baby may come. My daddy used to say, you put a baby gonna come. So automatically, right? You got to know that now. So you got a cheat sheet where he was trying to say, wait a minute before you had that. You want to get yourself together, right? He was telling us that. So when we go beyond and not listen to that, these are the situations. And then you get to the point where you want to blame your mama. You got some of the ones, my mama. No. You got a cheat sheet. God kind of tell us things we can use to do on this path, right? Like he really giving us an open book test while we're on this path. But a lot of us choose not to take advantage of the open book test. And then now you find yourself on the internet crying about your decisions. Listen, lift your chin up, because you had a cheat sheet. Take it. Eat it. You're going to be all right. Now, I'm going to give you this. One thing I love about God, he reroutes you. Even though you may have failed that way, right? He'll reroute you and give you another chance to make it right. That's the goodness about him. I've been rerouted. I ain't made all the best decisions, but I refuse to blame my mother. And the decisions that I have, I'm not going to blame God. I'm just going to say, well, God, reroute me. My brother Q Judah, he had a verse on the song. He said, God trying to give you directions, Google Map can't find. Ooh. So I always take that when I'm going through stuff. God will reroute you, young lady, young man, but you got to want to be rerouted. So, it's a lot of help out there for you, but also get into your word, get into your things that'll help you, get rerouted. And come back and tell me how you feel after you do that. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the I Am Miss Tia show. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
She says she's been bitten from head to toe.
I don't know what been chewing on me, but I know I'm ate up on me. Watch how she